Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Adena Springs, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Gainesway, GLC 5500, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lanes Inn, Malone's, Margot Farm, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pen Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Sally Horse Vans, Shadwell Farm, and Tailor Made Farm.
Hi everyone, Kate and Bradar filling in for John Henderson on this edition of Thoroughbred Week as we recap the Breeders' Cup World Championships, including a front-running winner of the $5 million Classic and a repeat victory by a champion filly in the Ladies' Classic. Friday's card began with the juvenile sprint, and it was 15-1 Hightail by Lane's End stallion Mineshaft, breaking his maiden in the race to give Hall of Fame trainer D. Wayne Lucas a record 19th Breeders' Cup victory. Next, the Grade 2 Marathon, and another shocker with 9-year-old Argentine-bred horse Kaleidoscopio the winner off a 4.5-month layoff. A full field of 14 went postward in the juvenile fillies turf, and French-bred and trained Flotilla rallied to defeat Irish-bred but U.S.-based What's the Chances. 2-year-old stakes action is presented by Niagara Causeway, a graded stakes-winning and track record-setting son of Sires Giants Causeway, standing at Margot Farm. Next, the juvenile fillies over the main track. Undefeated Executive Privilege, the 3-2 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They run past the 3/8 pole, still Garrett Gomez and Beholder out in front. And let's see, Beholder's starting to kick for home now, and Beholder's opened up 2 lengths on them. Kauai Katie comes after them from second. Executive Privilege trying to find a place to run down at the rail. Dreaming of Julia is next. These 4 have kicked away. Heads a turn for home, and right now it's all Beholder. She hugs the rail and goes for home. Whip is coming out now though on Beholder. Put away, tries to hold on. Here's Executive Privilege. Beholder and Executive Privilege coming through the stretch together. Beholder and Garrett Gomez. Executive Privilege and Raphael beyond. Are they starting to shift ground? It's Beholder on the inside holding on. Beholder's going to go all the way. And Beholder and Garrett Gomez have won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile finish.
Front-runner Beholder holds off Executive Privilege by a length to turn the tables on the odds-on favorite. A 1-2 finish by Keeneland sales graduates. The 13th Breeders' Cup victory for Garrett Gomez. Time of the race 1:43.3. Beaten only a nose by Executive Privilege in the Grade 1 Del Mar debutante, Beholder prepped for the rematch with an 11-length allowance victory at Santa Anita. Trainer Richard Mandela scoring again at his home track where he's won 7 Breeders' Cup races, including 3 editions of the juvenile fillies. The filly by Henny Hughes was bred in Kentucky by Clarkland Farm and was a $180,000 Keeneland September yearling. Beholder has earned $1,215,000 for Spendthrift Farm LLC. Next, the filly and mare turf. European sensation The Fugue, the 8-5 favorite. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They have a half-mile left to go, and it's still the long shot Star Billing in front. Marketing Mix has been second throughout. In Lingerie on the far side. Zagora waiting for room down at the rail. Now Up has moved into contention, 3 lengths off them. Stormy Lucy, the Fugue, pink colours at the rail now. The Fugue full of run. Can the Fugue find somewhere to run now? Blocked in at the rail. They come to the top of the lane, and Marketing Mix goes looking for the lead. Star Billing tries to hang tough. In Lingerie, the Fugue, pink colours on the inside, still looking for room. Zagora in the orange cap. Zagora, the Fugue blocked in behind him. I'm a Dreamer, nowhere to go either. Marketing Mix on the outside, Zagora. Zagora's outrunning Marketing Mix, and Zagora is going to win it. And Zagora has won the filly and mare turf.
Zagora takes it by 3/4 of a length over Marketing Mix, with the Fugue a troubled third. Javier Castellano aboard in 1:59.3. The 5th graded stakes victory of the year for Zagora, who was last seen finishing second in the Grade 1 Flower Bowl Stakes. The French-bred 5-year-old mare by Green Tune was imported by Martin Schwartz and is trained by Chad Brown. Zagora has earned $2,368,000. Royal Delta, the 8-5 favorite to defend her title in the Ladies' Classic. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They have a half-mile left to go now, and Royal Delta is still in front. Love and Pride is right there second. Include Me Out on the far side. My Miss Aurelia continues to travel well in the gold. My Miss Aurelia moving up second. Awesome Feather being sent along back in the 5th spot. Behind that, Grace Hall and Class Included. They are coming to the top of the lane, and it's still Mike Smith and Royal Delta the ones to catch. My Miss Aurelia crying out for room at the rail, going to have to hook out. Include Me Out running a huge one in the centre. Include Me Out, Royal Delta, My Miss Aurelia, 3 tremendous horses in a thrilling stretch ride. Royal Delta digs deep and starts to inch clear. My Miss Aurelia stretching her, but the more they asked, the more Royal Delta gave. What a tremendous filly. Royal Delta and Mike Smith have won the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic.
Displaying a new front-running style, odds-on favorite Royal Delta takes the Battle of Champion fillies by a length and a half over My Miss Aurelia to repeat as winner of the Ladies Classic. A record 5th win in the race for Mike Smith, the Keeneland sales graduate clocked in 1:48.4. A few days after her 2011 victory at Churchill Downs, Royal Delta was purchased by Benjamin Leon's Bessie Lou Stables for $8.5 million at the Keeneland November sale. She's the 3rd consecutive winner of this race and the 5th overall for trainer Bill Mott. The 4-year-old filly by Empire Maker was bred in Kentucky by Pallades Investments Incorporated. Royal Delta has banked just over $3.7 million. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week as we continue our recap of the Breeders' Cup World Championships. Saturday's card began with the juvenile turf. The winner was Kentucky-bred but European-based George Vancouver, leading a 1-2-3 sweep for Keeneland sales graduates. The colt by Henry the Navigator out of multiple Grade 1 stakes winner Versailles Treaty was a $450,000 weanling from the Paramount sales consignment at the 2010 Keeneland November sale. Next, the filly and mare sprint. Groupie Doll, the 7-10 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
Into the turn they go, and Teddy's Promise has cleared the field. Teddy's Promise just over a length. Dust and Diamonds is in 2nd. Turbulent Descent is in 3rd. Now Groupie Doll on the far side in the red cap, and Groupie Doll goes up a joint 3rd. The come from behind is trying to wind up. Ruler and Switch is at the back. They have a 1/4 mile to go now in Teddy's Promise, but here's Dust and Diamonds and Groupie Doll in the white blinkers. Teddy's Promise can find over. Dust and Diamonds, Groupie Doll down the centre of the track now, and Groupie Doll now takes the man. Dust and Diamonds tries to battle on. These two have it to themselves, but from here on in, it's a one-horse race, and that one horse is Groupie Doll. Groupie Doll in a sensational victory in the filly and mare sprint. Never gave them a chance. Groupie Doll wins.
Odds-on favorite Groupie Doll draws off to defeat Dust and Diamonds by 4.5 lengths to clinch the Eclipse Award as champion female sprinter. Rajiv Mirage up in 1:20.3. The 5th consecutive graded stakes victory for Groupie Doll, who is perfect since adding blinkers. She prepped for the filly and mare sprint with the 6.5 length romp in the Grade 2 Thoroughbred Club of America Stakes at Keeneland. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by her owners, Fred Bradley and his son, trainer Buff Bradley. Groupie Doll has earned nearly $1,588,000. Groupie Doll paid $3.40 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. New York shippers MC and Shackelford 5-2 co-favorites in the Dirt Mile. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They bunch up with 3/8 of a mile to go. MC at the rail. Tapazar right alongside. Shackelford running a brave one as Shackelford now comes to tackle them. Delegations in with a shot down at the rail alongside Jersey Town. Can Jersey Town get out of there in the gold cap? On the outside, John Scott's making a wide run, but John Scott's running on. Homeward bound, and Tapazar strikes the front in the white cap. Tapazar the leader, MC's gone. Down the centre, Jersey Town. Now here's Rail Trip coming with a late run. Tapazar the one to catch. Rail Trip finishing stoutly, but Tapazar's well clear. Tapazar's going to keep Rail Trip at bay, and Tapazar a sterling performance today. Tapazar and Corrie Nakatani take the Dirt Mile.
Running over his favorite track, 15-1 Tapazar by Gainesway stallion Tappet defeats Rail Trip by 2.25 lengths, the 10th Breeders' Cup victory for Corrie Nakatani, the mile in 1:35.1. Tapazar has won 3 graded stakes in 3 starts at Santa Anita. But in his last out, the Steve Asmussen trainee finished last, beaten by over 20 lengths in the Grade 2 Kelso Handicap at Belmont Park. The The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Winchell Thoroughbreds, LLC, and is the 4th Breeders' Cup winner for his sire. Tapazar has a bankroll of $972,000. 14 went postward in the turf sprint with Unbridled's Note, the tepid 9-2 favorite. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They come down the hill now, and it's Star Spangled Banner in front. Star Spangled Banner just over a length. Great Mills comes to take him on. Renee's got Zip in the red cap. On the outside of that comes Bridgetown, Corporate Jungle, Misdirection, Hooked Wide, California Fag the Grey. They come for home. Star Spangled Banner tries to keep them at bay. Renee's got Zip. Great Mills coming strongly. Great Mills now. Renee's got Zip. Down the outside, here's Unbridled's Note. Unbridled's Note in the gold cap is coming flying as well, and Misdirection, Unbridled's Note, Misdirection to win it, and Misdirection came storming home to win it.
The filly Misdirection outsprints favored Unbridled's Note by half a length for a 1-2 finish by Keeneland sales graduates. A record 17th Breeders' Cup win for Mike Smith, time of the race 1:11:1. The 3rd stakes victory over the course and trip this year for Misdirection. Trainer Mike Pipey bringing the winner back off a record 160-day layoff. The 4-year-old filly by Mizzenmast was bred in Kentucky by Joseph Parada and was an $85,000 Keeneland September yearling. A $50,000 Maryland sale 2-year-old, Misdirection has earned nearly $915,000 for Jungle Racing LLC and partners. The Lane's End Stallion of the week is Mineshaft, sire of Hightail, who captured the $500,000 Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint. Carrying on the extraordinary sire line of the great AP Indy, Mineshaft is the sire of Grade 1 winners Discreetly Mine, It's Tricky, and Dialed In. Mineshaft will stand for $30,000 live foal in 2013. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week as we continue our recap of the Breeders' Cup World Championships. Undefeated Shanghai Bobby, the 6-5 favorite in the juvenile. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Into the turn they go, and title contenders taken on by Shanghai Bobby. And Shanghai Bobby grabs the lead early and kicks for home. Shanghai Bobby, title contender second. He's had enough running a big one down at the rail. If he can get through, he's blocked in. On the outside of that, we have Dynamic Sky starting a late run. And now here's Capo Bastoni. And Capo Bastoni starting to pick them off. He's in a mix of horses, but Capo Bastoni going to hook to the outside. Homeward bound, Shanghai Bobby's exhausted. Fortifies alongside. In between those two, he's had enough the grey. Capo Bastoni, extreme outside power broker, a wall of horses. He's had enough just in front. Here's Shanghai Bobby coming back. Shanghai Bobby came back remarkably, and Shanghai Bobby, a tenacious all-heart winner.
In his first start around 2 turns, favored Shanghai Bobby fights back to defeat He's Had Enough by a head. Capo Bastoni 3rd for a sweep by Keeneland sales graduates. Rosie Napravnik becomes the 2nd female jockey to win a Breeders' Cup race, time 1:44:2. With a perfect 5-for-5 record, Shanghai Bobby clinches the Eclipse Award as champion 2-year-old colt. The Todd Pletcher trainee prepped for the juvenile with a front-running 5-length score in the Grade 1 Champagne Stakes. The colt by Harlan's Holiday was bred in Kentucky by Stonehaven Steedings and was a $105,000 Keeneland September yearling. Shanghai Bobby has earned $1,687,000. The winner is owned by Starlight Racing, along with Mrs. John Magnier, Michael Tabor, and Derek Smith. Shanghai Bobby, one of 6 Keeneland sold winners on the Breeders' Cup card, joining Hightail, Beholder, Royal Delta, George Vancouver, and Misdirection as Keeneland sales graduates of the week. St. Nicholas Abbey was back to defend his title in the turf, but the 2-1 favorite was Point of Entry. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
Half the journey covered now, and Turbo Compressor still kicks on. Turbo Compressor a length and a half to Optimizer. Little Mike's been 3rd throughout. Slim Shady is right there in the 4th position. Now Trailblazer in the 5th spot, still got 6 to make up. Inside of that comes Treasure Beak. St. Nicholas Abbey's racing alongside of that. St. Nicholas Abbey giving them a good 8-9 length start. Point of Entry, Red Cap, then Sharita, Cogito, Dallahan racing back 2nd last, and Kindergarten Kid trails. 3/8 of a mile to go now, and it is still Turbo Compressor trying to shake loose. Little Mike comes after him now, and here's Trailblazer. Trailblazer putting in a huge run. and Trailblazer now strikes the front. St. Nicholas Abbey winding up on the outside. Little Mike's hanging tough. Trailblazer up alongside, and at the rail point of entry getting a late run, but it is Little Mike all heart. He's kicking on. Little Mike point of entry finishing strongly along the inside. Down the centre, St. Nicholas Abbey. Little Mike in front though, and Little Mike in an upset. Little Mike won it.
17-1 long shot. Little Mike holds off favored point of entry by half a length, with St. Nicholas Abbey third. Ramon Dominguez aboard in stakes record 2:22-4. The third Grade 1 victory of the year for Little Mike, who is the first American winner of the turf since English Channel in 2007. The Dale Romans trainee getting back to top form after finishing a distant fifth when point of entry won the Grade 1 Joe Hirsch Turf Classic. The 5-year-old gelding by Spanish Steps was bred in Florida by Carlo Vacarezza. Racing in the colors of Priscilla Vacarezza, Little Mike has a bankroll of over $3,074,000. A full field of 14 went postward in the sprint with defending champion Emma Zombie, the 7-2 favorite. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They come to the quarter pole, and it's some of the parts on the inside, and Triniberg, the lumber guy, comes after them. Fast Bullet is in fourth. Smiling Tiger moving into contention. On the far side, Poseidon's Warrior. Anna Zombie's got to do a little better than Coil Jimmy Creed. They come for home. Triniberg, the lumber guy on the outside. Smiling Tiger, some of the parts coming back. And now here's Fast Bullet trying to come again. Triniberg, the lumber guy, the two though. Triniberg going to go all the way. Triniberg, the lumber guy. Triniberg too good today. And Triniberg has won at a length under Willie Martinez.
With blinkers on, 13-1, Triniberg makes his case for champion sprinter with his 3/4 length decision over the lumber guy. Willie Martinez aboard the OBS sales graduate in 107-4. A distant 17th in this year's Kentucky Derby, Triniberg has won 4 graded stakes this season at either 6 or 7 furlongs. The 3-year-old colt by Teufelsberg was bred in Kentucky by J.M. Stables Incorporated. A $1,500 yearling turned $21,000 OBS April 2-year-old, Triniberg has earned $1,483,000. The winner is trained by Shivananda Parbu and is owned by Sherry Parbu. Breeders' Cup coverage is presented by Get Stormy, entering stud at Crestwood Farm. Winner of 7 graded stakes, including 3 Grade 1 events, all in wire-to-wire fashion. Get Stormy stands for $5,000 live foal stands and nurses. The mile featured the return of 2011 Kentucky Derby winner Animal Kingdom, but the 9-5 favorite was Wise Dan. Again, here's Trevor Denman.
They are coming to the top of the lane, and obviously now tries to shake loose up front. Obviously the leader by 2, but Wise Dan now hooks off the rail in the gold cap. Obviously he's got to find more because Wise Dan's taken dead aim on him. Mr. Commons running a big one along the inside. Celebration getting involved late as well, obviously, but Wise Dan now in full flight for the wire. And Wise Dan strikes the front, sticks his neck out. He wanted to win today, and win it he will. Wise Dan, super impressive Breeders' Cup mile. Wise Dan won it.
Wise Dan makes a strong bid for Horse of the Year honors with his length-and-a-half victory over Animal Kingdom. John Velasquez aboard in course record time of 1:31-3. Wise Dan has won 5 graded stakes, including 3 Grade 1s in 6 starts this season, and was beaten only ahead by Ron the Greek in the Grade 1 Stephen Foster Handicap on dirt. The Charles Lepresti trainee prepped for the Breeders' Cup Mile with a victory in the Grade 1 Shadwell Turf Mile at Keeneland. The 6-year-old gelding by Wiseman's Ferry was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Morton Fink. Wise Dan has banked over $3.5 million. Coming up, a front-running winner of the Classic. Time now for the feature race of the week, presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. It's the $5 million Breeders' Cup Classic. Game On Dude sporting a perfect 5-for-5 record at Santa Anita, the 6-5 favorite. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
And away they go. They all appear to break well. Alpha along the inside, sent for the lead. Fort Larned in the white cap. Game On Dude going to tuck in right behind the leaders. Handsome Mike is in the vanguard too. Now here's Mucho Macho Man, one from the outside. To Honor and Serve is going to be caught about 5 wide. They're all lining up on the lead here. Nonyos is racing in right behind them. Game On Dude trying to come out to off that inside rail. Behind that comes Brilliant Speed. Then back to Flat Out, who's giving them 7-length start. A big gap of 5 back to Ron the Greek. Pool Play is racing behind that, and Richard's Kid is last early. Richard's Kid 15 off the leader. They head to the 3/4 pole in the big one now, and it is Fort Larned on the inside. Up alongside Mucho Macho Man to Honor and Serve right there in the red cap in third. Alpha's tucked in at the rail. Handsome Mike had joined fourth, only 2.5 off the leaders. Here's Game On Dude in 6, and Rafael Bejarano has him on the outside, 4 lengths off the leaders. In behind that comes Nonyos. Alongside of that is Brilliant Speed. They've been followed by Flat Out, racing on his own in the red. He's a good 10 off the leaders. Ron the Greek has 13 to make up. Pool Plays ridden along, and Richard's Kid is still last. Into the turn they go now, and Fort Larned kicks away, and Fort Larned opens up on them. He's clear now by 3 lengths. Mucho Macho Man comes after him, and Game On Dude now being sent along from the 3rd spot. The others have some running to do. Coming late is Flat Out. They come to the top of the lane. Fort Larned the leader. Mucho Macho Man, and now Game On Dude can't go on. Game On Dude not going on. Flat Out is coming after them in the centre, but it is Fort Larned digging deep. He's trying to hold on. Fort Larned along the inside. Mucho Macho Man right up alongside of him. What a thriller in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Fort Larned digs deep. Mucho Macho Man, it's nose and nose to the wire. Fort Larned has won it. That move on the far turn, the deciding factor.
Fort Larned takes the field gate to wire to defeat Mucho Macho Man by half a length. Brian Hernandez Jr. gets his first Breeders' Cup victory on his 27th birthday. Time of the race, 2 minutes flat, a 1:14 brisk speed rating. Also the first Breeders' Cup winner for trainer Ian Wilkes, who sent Fort Larned out for 5 stakes victories over 5 different tracks this year, including the Grade 1 Whitney Handicap at Saratoga. Fort Larned rebounding from a 3rd place finish in the Grade 1 Jockey Club Gold Cup. The 4-year-old colt by E. Dubai was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Janice Whittam. Fort Larned has a bankroll of $3,681,000. Brian Hernandez Jr. with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Vans, the safest way to the winner's circle. We'll have graded stakes action from Aqueduct, Churchill Downs, and Woodbine, along with 2-year-olds on opening weekend at Betfair Hollywood Park in the Real Quiet Stakes and the Sharp Cat Stakes next week here on Thoroughbred Week. Thanks for watching.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Adena Springs, Bloodstock Research, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Gainesway, GLC 5500, Horse Sense, Keeneland, Lanes Inn, Malone's, Margot Farm, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Sally Horse Vans, Shadwell Farm, and TaylorMade Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.